Okay, Thiago Silva has signed a one-year deal at Chelsea on a free transfer from PSG. There is an option of a second-year extension, which most likely will be invoked by Frank Lampard and Stamford Bridge. I mean, I think what they've been lacking since John Terry and Gary Cahill moved on is that leadership in the centre of defence. Big void left by those two, and that's something that has been exposed this season from set plays, especially corners. They concede the most goals from corners of any Premier League club. I think that's undone them a little bit in their chase in the top four for European places and in the FA Cup. They fell short defensively, and this is a very young side with an up and coming core. And I think having Thiago Silva in that dressing room alone brings leadership that they're lacking. I mean, Azpilicueta is a class captain, but he's not a dominating centre back. It's something they need. They've failed to fill that void for a couple of seasons now, and they need some defensive rigidity at times. And I think he'll bring that. Where the fact he won't play every game, I don't think is a problem. I think it's just on the training field and with his leadership in the dressing room and around these young players that he can build some confidence and some direction. I wouldn't be surprised, as I say, if they get him to sign that one-year extension. That is a clause in his contract, which I think will be beneficial. I mean, even though he's 35, I think that experience, that guile, that leadership that he brings is sorely needed by Chelsea's defence and in general the team. I think Azpilicueta does take a lot on his shoulders. He's played a lot of games. He needs a fellow experienced player to help lead these young players around. Considering that Williams now left the club, and there's a lot of young players coming through that have been used in the first team. I mean, Pulisic, for example, is a young raw talent. He needs some guidance a little bit by an experienced old hand who's done everything in the game. So it'll be interesting to see, if they do sign him to that extension, and it'd be interesting to see if he starts the first game of the season or if he's given a few games, a few weeks to acclimatise the Premier League before getting his first start. But great bit of business by Chelsea, especially a free transfer as well. They've picked up a good signing there. The only thing that I think goes against him is, he is 35, and the league he's been playing is a bit less physical and a bit slower paced in the French league. So it'll be interesting to see how long he adapts his game, how long it takes him to the English pace of the game. But I think Chelsea have done a great bit of business there, and I think that'll be beneficial for them going forward. Even if it's for a year or two, it still allows other young players coming through to develop, and it just gives them that leadership in the back that they've been missing since John Terry and Gary Cahill, moved on. It gives them that little bit of solidity that they have been lacking for a little while, and I think Frank Lampard has done his due diligence, realising yes, it is an older player, but it's a lot of experience that the squad desperately needs. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Place your thoughts below, and I'll have some more videos for you very, very soon.